Hello and welcome back to Leaf Blower Revolution. So as you saw earlier, we basically stopped where I was going to farm a bunch of additional BLC, and I have done that. I will go into more detail of how I did that. And also, I farmed a bunch of leaves here, and we're going to see why I did that shortly. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to go collect some unique leaves. Now, I don't have these memorized. I actually have to look them up where they are, but that won't be a problem. Okay, so first we are going to go to our neighbor's garden with our hands. Our hands are mighty. And let's go there. And warp. And this is the crystal leaf. So we will collect this. Very good leaf to have. Gives you extra gems every day. And the requirement for the crystal leaf is having at least 1C platinum leaves, which is the equivalent to E to the 21 power, depending on which mode you play. So it's 1 little c, not big C. Which we clearly have because we have 1G. So next up is the fire leaf, which we get from the void. So we're going to get our laser, because lasers are good. And we are going to go to the void. And there is the fire leaf. Excellent. Now we can't get the alchemy or the bone leaf. Those are the first leaves. And then the next up is the ghost leaf. And that is in space with... and again, for the void, you need 1 big C. Void leaves, which clearly we have 1G, which is more than enough. There's actually a whole number system, and I'm not going to get into it too much. Some people prefer this notation, because it does have different notations. Engineering tends to be better-ish, because engineering preserves, basically 1,000 is E6, a million is, 1,000 is E3, a million is E6, a billion is E9, a trillion is E12, etc., etc. As you can see there, I have a trillion coins. I just prefer the classic system. I don't know why. I think it's because I played Idle Miner Tycoon, and I just got used to the system. But there's a bunch of different options here in number notation. Oh, I didn't know you could actually disable your gem upgrades if you wanted to. Who would do that? Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that there were all these different options in here. Oh, you learn something every day. So now you can see we have the crystal and the fire leaf. So next up is the ghost leaf, which is the blowfish in space with having 1 little d cosmic leaves. And we clearly have enough cosmic leaves. So let's get our blowfish out. And let's head to space. And there's our ghost leaf. And the ghost leaf, very important, gives us more BLC on our crunch. Very much looking forward to using that. The next one is a rake, can be used as a cane in the mountains. So let us get our rake out. And let's go to the mountains. And it's very important to collect these unique leaves, because these are basically... We'll get into it once I collect them all. So there we go, we get the glitter leaf. Home is where your leaf blower is. And again, the glitter leaf is 1D, one that's 1 capital D, bismuth leaves. So again, we have 1G, plenty there. Home is where your leaf blower is. So we're going to take our leaf blower out. We are going to go home. And let's go. Zoom, 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 zoom. And if you're wondering how I have mythical leaves without having been to the mythical place, we will go into that too. Now we can't get the next leaf. We can't get the next leaf. We already got the rainbow leaf and the robot leaf. That basically covers all the leaves we can get right now. So we have the crystal leaf, which gives us extra gems every day. Fire leaf, extra ALB damage. Ghost Leaf, extra BLC. Glitter Leaf, extra combo. Heart Leaf, extra fruit rewards. Really not that useful. We can't get the Holy Leaf yet. That's that one. Or we can't get that. I should have. Well, whatever. Too late. You already heard the name. And we can't get this leaf. And then these 2 leaves we can't get yet either. So this gives us a pretty good selection of leaves. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here. And I'm actually going to go over a lot of the things we did here in a second and explain how we set things up. We'll do some stuff, and I'll show you. But I'll show you how I kind of AFK'd this. All right, let's see how much this is. I have to be kind of careful because sometimes I have my main account, like, this is a trivial amount of BLC, and I have to kind of be mindful that this is not a trivial amount here. So let's see, turn Crystal Leaf, Fire Leaf, Ghost Leaf, Glitter Leaf, Heart Leaf, and Robot Leaf, and we are leafed up. Okay, great. Excellent. So the next step, now that we have gotten our leaves, is now we are going to do a prestige. But before we do the prestige, I want to talk to you about a lot of the automation I've done. Can we do yeah, we can do the prestige. Actually, before I do the prestige, I should spend my Celestial Leaves here. We'll get some of this. Worthy enemies is always good. Marketing. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, and let me show you how I actually got this. Basically, what I did was I came over here and I traded, because you can trade for a mythical leaf. And as long as you get 1 mythical leaf, then you can do this trick. And let me show you this. And you can dig up leaves. But you can only dig up leaves you've acquired at least 1 of. So what I did is I sat here and I dug. And we'll dig for a little bit just to show you how it works. And yes, there will be better ways to dig in the future, but this is how you dig now. And oh, and Penguino, his job is to help me trade faster. And there, you just saw it. I dug up 1 million mythical leaves. So that's kind of how, like, once you get 1 leaf, you can just start digging and dig up more leaves. All right, so let's go spend our leaves. And the reality is the only thing I care about is more BLC at this point. We will pick up the mythical apples. Extra fertilizer. Extra that. And get some nuclear fuel. Okay. Oh, and see, I just dug up some Celestial Leaves. Again, you're not going to get a great amount of Celestial Leaves. That's much harder. The way I'm getting Celestial Leaves is I'm using this converter here, because clearly I have 1G of the exotic leaves, so converting them to Celestial Leaves is absolutely reasonable. Okay, so, and yeah, we're going to actually talk, let's talk about some of the things I bought, and I will show you what I've done since you've been gone. Oh, actually, since we're about to prestige, we will buy some more of this. 1 million is no big deal. So that's some extra coins. Extra coins are always good. And actually, probably should buy some extra here, too. I mean, we can at least get it to... Honestly, I'm kind of curious. Should we just go all the way because we're going to prestige? How much is it going up by? That's 200... 226. How much is this by? Alright, that's 280. Oops, that was the wrong one. It doesn't matter. So it's actually going up by more than I can spend. So you know what? We're just going to do this. Boom. Spent almost everything we can on this, and now we will prestige for whatever. Even if it's more than what we would have got anyway. So it doesn't matter that we spent trillions, because it goes trillions, little a, big A. So this is way more. So yeah, don't forget to do that, because I have forgotten to do that before. This is actually probably the first time I've done that right. But anyways, back to the BLC shop, and I will go over what we bought. So I increased the converter output. That's just to make things a little bit quicker, and I'll show you why. I did buy a bunch of printer ink, but we don't have printers yet. Oh wait, no, we do have some. I did buy some printers. I didn't buy a lot of printers, but I at least bought some. Oh, I didn't buy one of you. Yes, you can. Once you collect one leaf, I didn't even realize this. Yes, you can buy the mythical printer. So that's something I forgot to do. The real reason you want to get printers is because of this right here, printer. Once we get 180 million mythic leaves, we will be able to print one printer each second, and then the printers will really kind of take off. Before that, they're really not that great. And we're going to collect our trades. And every time you trade, you get one cheese, so it's good to just do trades, even if you're not getting what you want, because you get cheese and you can use cheese to refresh and all kind of things like that. Anyways, back here. So I did increase our Master of Leaves bonus just to speed things up a little bit. I bought some super fruits just to have it. I increased what the combo. I got the ALB pathing. I like it on Sign T. That seems to be a really good way to kind of get good coverage. And I did buy the Auto Crunch bot. Now, we will be looking at the Auto Crunch bot in a bit. I bought the Coin Upgrade bot, the Science bot. I had to buy the Gold Leaves bot. Actually, we can turn that on now. And turn it back off. I had to buy the Bismuth Leaves bot and the Cosmic Leaves bot. These two weren't really necessary. Or the Cosmic wasn't, the Bismuth wasn't really necessary, but I bought them anyways, so that they would automatically buy the BLC upgrade, or the ALB upgrades. And I also had to buy you have to buy the Exotic Leaves bot for what I was doing. And after we prestige and we do a big crunch, I will show you why we did that. I also had to buy the Converter Start bot and the Auto Buy Priority bot. And we will go over how I use the Auto Buy Priority bot. And I did get one rank of Crunchy Coins. I can't remember if I got that in the previous video. I probably did. I also, we had pets when I left, but I did buy the new pet, which is Penguino. And because he is used to reduce the trade duration, the delivery time by 25, and refresh time by 10. So he's good for trading. I had Raccuno. I think we had Raccuno. He gives us extra seeds, which are important, because seeds is how I got these really high leaf amounts. And we also have Foxo. And we have Cheese Store for extra cheese. So that covers what the pets we got. I also bought the trading certificate, and again, that works with Penguino. And again, this is important because you can basically trade ahead. Like if I hadn't unlocked Celestial Leaves, if I had Celestial Leaves unlocked, but I hadn't gotten any yet, I could trade for Celestial Leaves, and that would unlock the ability to start doing Celestial Leaf, like from digging, like that, among other things. I also bought additional trades because you start out with only 2 trades, and you want to have more trades available. I probably will buy the 3rd one here. Trading education. Now that we're able to get so much resources, this makes sense because this makes you see that each trade is a rank 1. Rank 2 trades give you more resources, so that's something we're probably going to invest in because trading is a very valuable strategy going forward. And again, it gets really expensive, so we're not buying that yet. And and you can start trading for gems already, so we're definitely going to trade for gems. Trading is a great way to get gems. And then I did grab some crafting. I tried crafting a little bit. Let's go over what I crafted. I crafted a few things that gave BLC coins, which I equipped because it's better than nothing. I tried to craft something that gave me BLC coins %. That's really what I would want. Let me show you how crafting works. And you got to click the stop, and I'm terrible at it. And yep, that was a terrible craft. And then you salvage. And this was, yep, also terrible. I'm basically looking for BLC crafts at this point. I would love to get a BLC %. But as you can see, I'm not getting that. That's 198. And again, it's not the BLC coins that I want, it's the %. But we do have some cheese and we're trading and stuff like that, so we might as well try. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow, that just... We'll keep that for now. Extra damage. Yeah, and there's a lot of things you can do later to make crafting like a lot better than this. Yeah, converter crit. Yeah, I can't believe I can craft... Our converters can't even crit, so it's kind of ridiculous. They did actually nerf BLC percent recently. That was something that came out in the patch notes that I didn't realize until... Move that over. I do want to have a little bit of extra flat damage for now. 240. I didn't... And again, this is kind of, you spend basically 5 cheese to craft, and you salvage for 2, so you lose 3 cheese every time you do it. It's crap. 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 Let me see if we can do any upgrades to this before I burn all my cheese. Oh no. Well, you know what? We'll buy the extra craft forge. And we'll buy an extra craft hammer. Oh, we also need to unlock artifacts. And we'll grab this so the ALBs will pick them up. And I did get some offline crunches, but I actually ended up using the auto crunch bot. And we'll get into that. And we will unlock mulch. Mulch is very important. And we also unlock alchemy. Both of those can be very helpful. And I'll get into them later. And, oh yeah, we can get some dig muscles. And some dig knowledge. And we'll get 1 dig technique for now. And that's about all the different things. So let's go back to crafting. Let's see if we can get any luck. And actually, you know what? We're going to spend some gems because there's an upgrade I really want to get that's useful. And it's called Material Magnets. We're going to buy that. And, okay, I guess it doesn't work retroactively. Nope. See, I dug something else up now because I got more dig muscles. And see, now the material slowly floats towards me. And this allows you to pick up material while you're AFK, which is very nice. It's one of the better gem upgrades to get. However, as you can see, it takes a lot of gems to get, so we won't be picking up anything else anytime soon. But it's good to have. So wait, let's go back to... Where was I? Oh yes, we were looking at crafting. So I upgraded the crafting. So maybe we'll have a little bit better luck. And there's a lot more upgrades later. What I'm looking for is, again, we want one that's BLC percent. I don't even know how likely it is for us to get that. But hey, we'll take what we can get, right? Well, we are getting better at crafting better leaves, so that's good. I nail a really good craft, and what do I get? A basic leaf. And Alright, it just doesn't seem to be in our favor. I'm not going to waste the rest of our cheese. But that's kind of the idea. That's the crafting system. So again, we got some basic upgrades for extra BLC, which is good. Alchemy. Do we want to start alchemy? Now I have lots of material because of the material pack, so we can start doing some alchemy. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get further into the game. Mulch is actually really important, but we can't do too much with it now. The only way for us to get mulch at this point in the game, is to trade for it. But as you can see, there's a lot of good rewards for the mulch, and it is a 3-star shop, so it will not go away even post BLC. And I think that about covers everything that's changed since we started this. Oh, see, we got some achievements for mythical leaves here, from digging them up. We got extra gems from, okay, that's nice, extra gems from all the leaves we got, and from crafting and petting. Yeah, it's important to pet your pets. And another thing is, each one, there's, in the options, there's all these links. Each time you click one of these is 5 gems, so that's a great gem boost to help you get to, probably I would suggest their mine to keep the tools. We're about to get to the point where getting tools is going to take much longer. And why did that not come to me? Oh, that might have been left there before. Is there anything else that was just left here that before I got material magnet? And yeah, we're going to get something to make digging a little bit easier too, and more automated. So let's get started with our prestige. And we're going to get a ton of coins. And then I'm going to show you how auto crunch works, and we might do a little few tweaks. And as you can see, oh yes, so since we enabled artifacts, we came here and we immediately got the water crystal, and that will be useful later. I forgot we did unlock artifacts. Was there something else in here? Yeah, the water seal, sorry. And there's this, which is all our materials. These are scrolls. We can't use them yet, but I just wanted to have it unlocked, so we have it. We don't care about skins. And what was next? Oh, okay, you know what? We're going to go warp around. If you remember, our neighbor lost his magical compass. And there it is. We have found our neighbor, I guess, wasn't as crazy as he thought, and this is what the compass does. It shows the location of the artifacts. So now if we go to space, what's this? And that shows the spawn time. And there's this artifact here. We can't get that yet, but we will. Everything else is a spawnable artifact. Okay, now we're basically rebuilding from our prestige. And we are going to get ready to do a new crunch. So let me switch the pets. Let's switch back to Foxo for the crunch we're about to do, because we're going to do a big crunch. Oh, I need to turn things back on because I had things off. Okay, now we're cooking. Yeah, that's one of the things. You have to kind of turn these off and on, and I'll explain why later. Alright, and we need to teleport up. Our trades are ready. We'll go ahead and grab those. Yeah, it is kind of interesting because you can technically trade and pick leaves up after a prestige and a big leaf crunch, because you don't actually lose the trading functionality. It's only after the beyond the big leaf crunch that maybe you lose your trades. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. So another thing we need to do is, we need to go actually back to the Abyss. This is where I auto-teleport in. And the reason I auto-teleport in here is because this lets us auto-crunch. So I'm going to turn this on. And we're going to kind of watch how auto-crunching works. And I'm going to let it run maybe a couple times, just so you can see how we're getting some of this BLC. Let's see. Actually, I'm surprised at how big our crunch is. Wasn't expecting that. It certainly wasn't that big when I was grinding earlier. I'll show you how I left it. So you always want to set the settings to 0 BLC. You have to have these, at least these two things, I think, for it to work. I think you maybe need one more at least, but this is so inexpensive it doesn't matter. So we're going to turn it on, and basically it's going to start a countdown as soon as we get to the ability to do a big leaf crunch. And you can see it's going to start in 3 minutes. So I'm just going to let it kind of run, and we're going to see what happens. I didn't realize that when I checked my recording that the auto crunch, that when I click the recording window to check something, that it interrupts the screen playing out. So that's interesting. So again, we're just going to watch the countdown. And you can still do stuff, you can still do things, but what I did is I set it and I forgot it, because that's the point. It's an idle game, right? You're supposed to set it up and let it run. And how much are we up to? Almost 60 million. That's pretty impressive. So let me see. Oh, and so we're going to unlock this area, and that's the Mythical Garden. We will go there shortly, but I'm going to let it crunch a little bit after I show you this, and we'll look at the lore after we finish our crunches. So, but I am going to let it crunch a few times to get it up to where we can unlock the place after the Mythical Garden. So let's just I want to show you how it works. Where we got a minute left. Well, let's see if I can read this in a minute. As I walk along the meadow, I come across other sentient leaves, and I practice the dance my master taught me. I begin to feel a smoothness in the dance, my body working into a rhythm. The leaf people guide me to a way back to my home through the mythical garden that joins their world and ours. I make my way to the edge of the trees and give one last thank you to the people that have taught me so much. As I trek deeper into the garden, the vegetation becomes thicker and lusher. Fruits of all colors hang from the low bushes and tall trees, the canopy above me a woven tapestry of leaves and vines. Soon the floor becomes difficult to pass through. I jump and dip over and under boughs and thorny growths, a needle weaving a thread through a dangerous canvas. As I pass through a particularly rough patch, there is a clearing in the treetops ahead, and I can see an enormous formation peering out over the horizon. Its peak spews a black haze, shimmering from the bottom by an orange light. Something tells me the volcano is where I need to go. As I approach the base, tired and worn from the journey, a rustling from the bushes in front of me stops me in my tracks. Okay, well, we were interrupted. We'll go right back to that. Where were we? I jump and dip over and under boughs and thorny growths, a needle weaving its... Oh, it reset the scroll. I believe we were at... Its peak spews a black haze, shimmering from the bottom by an orange light. Something tells me this volcano is where I need to go. Damn. I actually don't know where we stopped, so I know that we started on this. We'll go back here. I jump and dip over and under boughs and thorny growths, a needle weaving a thread through a dangerous canvas. As I pass through a particularly rough patch, there is a clearing in the treetops ahead, and I can see an enormous formation peering over the horizon. Its peak spews a black haze, shimmering from the bottom by an orange light. Something tells me this volcano is where I need to go. So we're headed to a volcano now. As I approach the base, tired and worn from the journey, a rustling from the bushes in front of me stops me in my tracks. From behind the leaves emerge a group of people, tall and orange, their heads covered in long green hair, styled in intricate tribal fashions, and each with a spear in one hand. One steps forward and addresses me. We protect the path ahead from those who are not worthy. Turn back now before we must make you. I know I must reach that volcano, but the tribe confronting me must be shown that I am ready. I breathe in deep and begin the dance my master taught me. Like water through a canyon, I weave through the vegetation. I gather the leaves in a trance, as if the leaves were birds soaring at my command. I recruit more and more of these tree-born birds, my flock surrounding me, until the moment they rush forward into the tribe, parting them down the middle. The flock slowly flutters to the ground as I walk between the two groups, towards the molten mountain. So we are headed towards the volcano. So we're going to take a quick break here, and I'm going to let this auto crunch for a bit, and once it's done crunching, we will resume, and we will be able to unlock the next area. We will not immediately go there. We're going to stop at the mythical leaves first, but I'd rather have 2 areas to unlock for the next part of the video. So, once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, please say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And thank you again. I hope you have a great day.